Can you comment on cold weather efficiency with the fuel cell versus the battery?
Sure. It's a very good question, and I really like answering that question. And the reason is that there is a certain disadvantage that a fuel cell system brings compared to a battery electric architecture, and that is the amount of waste heat. So we have a lot of heat generated by the fuel cell system. That is why I mentioned earlier that it is more challenging to design the thermal system for the fuel cell electric powertrain as compared to a battery electric powertrain. Not impossible, and I think I can say we solved it and you saw it, but it's more of a challenge. Now if we're in cold weather conditions, suddenly that turns into a benefit. Because now we can use the waste heat of the fuel cell system and actually, with a very well-designed thermal system and thermal management, use this waste heat to heat up the cabin. So suddenly you don't need an extra high voltage heater to heat your cabin, but you can just use the waste heat of the fuel cell. So in that sense, we actually don't lose efficiency in cold weather. Now there's a caveat. If you cold start up the vehicle, there is certain effects on the startup efficiency where you will lose a little bit, but once the system itself is warm, which is really quick through to all of that waste heat, the generated heat, from there on you essentially get an advantage in the fuel cell electric architecture.